Hello, hello, my dear friends and my soul family. How are you? Welcome, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking, and happy Sunday, everyone. It is Sunday, the 30th of January of 2022. Mercury has just come off. Pluto is retrograding back, preparing in a few days, in about 4 or 5 days, to stop, station, and turn direct. Now, Mercury on Pluto. I don't know how you felt the energies yesterday, some hours ago. It was very heavy. The energies were very heavy. As the sun is also through Aquarius, coming up to conjunct Saturn. Not an easy energy, especially with Mercury on Pluto. I did upload in the community some news about the astrology, so you may want to check that out if you have not. The moon is also transiting through Capricorn, and we know that Capricorn is Saturnian. Saturn can speak to the darkness, to fears. The sun is coming on Saturn, lighting up what has been dark. Mercury on Pluto is digging deep for information, hidden things that go really deep, connected to Pluto, Plutonian energies. Maybe things that we've been scared to look at, we're needing to take off those glasses, those blinders, and take a look. Okay, can also be in relation to matters of love, as Venus has now turned direct. She's starting slowly to pick up pace. Mars is also coming closer to Venus. Let's do a divine spread, which is usually done on either Friday or a Sunday. So let's take a divine spread today. I'm using the Pre-Raphaelite Tarot. And as we could see in the Ace of Cups here, she's holding the Holy Grail. Very much about faith, our beliefs, filling our own cup for the moment, as you know, matters of love have been going through challenges, not only love, relationships as well. As we know, there's still great challenges where relationships are concerned, different ideas, different beliefs, different goals. We know humanity has been segregated, separated, and there's opposing themes that we're dealing with. It's all about our values, obviously, and where we want to head to. Let's see, as I'm doing a divine spread, what's going on. We're reading the energies. Remember, it's a general reading. Take specific messages that speak to you and leave the rest. We need to keep the faith. Community, that's what it's all about. Community. Aquarius. Let's overcome any fears and have the ability to come together, to form groups, alliances, okay, and not be at odds with each other. Let's see what's going on. I feel as though I'm going to take the cards differently today. So a divine spread, dear Spirit. Where do we start? At the foundation. So relative to the past, we have the Knight of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. What is hidden? We have the Hierophant, Taurus. The Hierophant, marriage, commitment, religion, values, fated events playing out, as the North Node is now in Taurus. And whatever it is not possible to to bring people together, this is what we need to let go of. Remember, the South Node is in Scorpio. It does speak to our financial security, feeling as though we are connected, we are in a group. The Hierophant speaks to faith, religion, family. It can also be quite restricting. As we know, it could be that at some point some sort of a choice needs to be made. We do see the white dove here in the illustration here. So the white doves do speak to peace. They speak to love. Birds are transitioning, messengers, purity. Okay, we know that this could speak to people that are in positions of power, leaders, teachers. Let's see what was going on in the recent past. We have the Four of Swords, so in action. Obviously, there's been some sort of a disappointment or a heartbreak, or someone feels exhausted or unable to bring this offer forward. Knight of Cups, we know Scorpio. Someone's going maybe through a Plutonian shadow phase in their life. So they're uncertain about this Ace of Cups that is holding. And it's very obvious, the Ace of Cups here. Ναι. Ναι. Βάλω η καπνιστή Νίκας γαλοπούλα. Και το κασέρι ποιο είναι το βασικό που δίνεται? Γκούντα. Ναι, εντάξει είναι. Οκ. Ευχαριστώ. Four of Swords could also speak to someone having gone through some health crisis, needing to take some time out to rejuvenate, to heal. That could be physically as well as emotionally. We have in the now, we have the Six of Cups. This is a sense of camaraderie, friendships, people coming together. It can also speak to the past, nostalgia, soulmate connection. What is crowning? We have the Ace of Swords, which is a card of wisdom, clarity, truth, obviously. Some sort of communication. We do see a little bird here. And the Ace of Swords is also the ability to cut through from anything that was deceptive, anything that was unclear. Okay. What is the action and advice? We have the World card, so a major cycle closing up. It can speak to, overcoming those Saturnian difficult challenges and reaching the end of a major cycle. This is a card of success. We've got two cards of success. The World card can also speak to a physical distance, dealing with someone that's from a different part of the world. What is the potential outcome? And we have the Ten of Pentacles here, which does speak to support, abundance, family again, a cycle ending, a restart in one's life, support from people that feel like family. They could be friends. Let's see how the planetary alignments help or hinder. We have the King of Swords, so Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Could be someone that works in the legal field. We've got Nine of Swords, so a lot of worry, stress, anxiety in relation to legal matters as well, information, truths. And we have the Hermit here, number 9, Virgo. Virgo is all about you know, trying to read between the lines if there hasn't been any communication. Someone's been soul searching. This speaks to solitude, can speak to seeing the light as well. Remember, nines are all about endings, possible endings. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. And we have the Knight of Wands. So Sagittarian energy. Looks like he's exhausted. The horse is exhausted. He's outdone his resources, if I could use that term. The Knight of Wands is someone usually that takes action towards what it is they want to create, their desires. This could be a rider, someone coming in bringing news pertaining to some truths. I mean, the Ace of Wands is usually seeing the light. It's that spark, right? This could also be someone that's trying to cover ground, physically, emotionally. It looks like what the message I get from this card is that someone's going to get to their goal, whether it's the last thing that they do. And of course, something has slowed down here. We know the Knight of Wands is very quick. It's fiery. It's fire, so it's quick, but there's obstacles here. That's something's taking longer than what expected. This could also speak to, because it's a traveler, it could also speak to the restrictions. I mean, the Nine of Swords do look like obstacles and a sense of imprisonment, not being able to move freely for whatever reason. And we've got a couple of nines here. Okay, what's beneath that? We've got the King of Wands, Knight of Wands, King of Wands. So Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. King of Wands, powerful, creative, sexual, business orientated. Six of Pentacles, some sort of a justice or an injustice. Someone could be going through divorce, separation, where it could be this King of Wands. Now, King of Wands and King of Swords could be the same person. Fire and air do work well together, but this could also be a legal representative, someone who wears a uniform, someone who works for the police. This could be a doctor, this could be a lawyer, or someone that's just very detached or seeing things from a very place of having stepped away from the actual situation and seeing things from a higher perspective. Six of Pentacles, equality or inequality pertaining to the past. This King of Wands could be going through divorce. This could speak to paying money out. Someone who is in a financial steady position, someone who pays money to others. This could be an employer, right? Usually it's all about generosity. Now, I'm not reading reversals. And we've got the Ten of Swords. So something has ended here. Ten of Swords, and we've got the Ace here. Something relative to this King of Wands. And I do see exhaustion here. Doesn't have to be a King of Wands. Could be any other sign. Remember, I'm reading for many. Let's see what the Karma Dharma speaks to. So we've got the four fixed signs here. Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. We do have some water. Scorpio is more likely. Sagittarius, Aquarius, Virgo. Let's see what the Karma Dharma, Taurus. And we have the moon. Now we're having a new moon in Aquarius. This does show Pisces here. Pisces can be a little bit restricting and limiting. It's also something that's very secretive. Pay attention to your dreams. There can be an illusion, any form of deception pertaining to a home, to someone's living arrangements, their environment. Okay, the moon does speak to our subconscious. Pay attention. Maybe something's right in your face and you cannot see it. That's why Mercury is connecting with Pluto 3 times. He's just connected a second time, as he will turn direct in the sign of Capricorn, he will come and join Pluto once more, and that will be around just before Valentine's Day, coming up to Valentine's. So that will be our third chance to see what's right in our face, what's obvious there and we cannot see it. Let's take one more. And we have Temperance. Temperance. So we've got strong Sagittarian energies. Jupiter, Temperance does speak to faith, speaks to distance, speaks to our beliefs. It is all about divine timing. Temperance is saying, be patient. You will know, you will see. You know, what's interesting here is we've got Sagittarius who's ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter's transiting through Pisces, and Neptune is also there, which speaks to illusion, deception, lies. It can speak to compassion as well. It can also speak to unconditional love, but also needing to see things from a different perspective. I mean, Jupiter will give the truth, will clear those clouds, the Neptunian clouds. Let's see what else we've got here. 18 and 14. 9 and 5. 9 and 5 is 14. Again, Temperance. Archangel Michael, thank you. Can I have a bit more information? What's going on with the Lenormand? We have the clouds. We have the Tower. The Tower can speak to solitude, loneliness, business, the red tape, blockages, limitations, delays. This is Saturn in Capricorn. This could speak to someone who could be quite arrogant as well. I mean, King of Wands can be an arrogant chap. Let's see what else. Because someone's dealing with restrictions here. Not wanting to see the truth. We have the Lily, which is a wound, an open wound, a Virgo open wound. And this speaks to a very sort of that energy of the Hermit, which we all feel right now, right? It's a very wintry sort of a environment, situation where someone's going into their cave. They're needing to see the light. This can speak to an open wound pertaining to not being able to see something truthfully. It is a card of wisdom as an ethics, but it also can speak to a pure connection, a motherly connection, the blessings from Mother Mary as well. It's a number 3. It's very much the Empress. And we've got the Garden, so that is beautiful. The Garden does speak to happiness. It's Aquarius. It's Uranus in Aquarius, so it can speak to anything pertaining to society, teamwork, networks, communications, someone's social standing, who they are out there in the world. It's the Garden of Eden. So it does speak to maybe also that you're dealing with someone who is famous, well known, they've got a name for themselves in their society. It is a 20, which speaks to the Judgment. This could speak to a second chance at happiness. The Garden also speaks to, the Garden of Eden. This is where Eve took a bite from the poisonous apple. So, and that could be something forbidden, something maybe that was impure, coming up to the surface pertaining to an open wound. Now, Virgo is practical health. Opposite is Pisces, which is mental, psychological health. So that could be also what someone has been going through. And depression comes up for me. Depression pertaining to something secretive. Restrictive energies pertaining to contracts, a marriage, a family situation. Yep. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. And we have the 10. We've got 30, 20, and 10. And we know that the scythe severs quickly, cuts something out. This could speak to financial loss. This could speak to, because we see the wheat here, right? Number 10 is an ending. It's something sudden. It's Pluto and Scorpio. It could speak to hasty decisions or something that could be a warning sign. This could also speak to nemesis and reckoning, where someone is receiving their karma for deeds that were unjust, unfair. Okay, it can speak to matters of money as well. I mean, Scorpio usually holds the scythe, right? So it's got to do with death. It's that Plutonian energy. This could be money ending that's been coming from other people, other sources. So help with finances being severed, or severing anything that's been blocking someone's ability to take the harvest, to come to a sense of abundance, happiness, feeling secure, feeling happy. Yeah, you see, we've got the fish here, and the fish can speak to that Neptunian energy as well. But the fish is Venus in Taurus, so something also repetitive that's now being cut out. This can speak to finances, business, values, abundance, business, money coming in. And it's also something very unexpected, the fish, just like that Page of Cups, right? Piscean energies. And we've got the moon here as well. So the moon in the Lenormand does speak to a very deep connection. It can be with someone motherly, a very deep connection on a motherly level, on a deep subconscious, even hidden level. So number 20 does speak to a judgment, like the ability to have the ability to resurrect something, to start living once more, since there's been no happiness here, we could see. But Spirit, Archangel Michael, is promising that through our integrity and through our beliefs, through the faith, that Spirit is and has our back. Spirit is there for us. The ability to heal anything that was not balanced, says this can happen. This can happen at some point. That's what Jupiter promises. We've got a 7, 10, 12, 13. Scorpio. Scorpio is very strong here in that Plutonian energy, obviously with Mercury. Let's see what Scorpio. Remember, we're going to be having the eclipses on the axis Taurus Scorpio. Scorpio is death. It is major endings, shedding anything that's been holding us back, hidden information, anything to do with toxic behavior, relationships, energies. Let's see with Amira's Love Oracle, as love is very important right now and in the next few months. What's going on? What does Amira have for us? Amira's Love Oracle. We have the Ice King. There is the King of Swords. Now, I'm not reading reversals here. So we see that the Ice King, yes, someone who wears a uniform, someone maybe who sits behind a desk, someone who could be a leader. This rings Leo Aquarius axis, which is fixed signs. It can speak to ego, but it can also speak to leadership. Maybe even someone wanting to go it alone. Someone in a large group who is very eccentric, very different, very detached, very intelligent. So this is someone who is a leader, but not showing their desires, not showing that they've got the ability to lead here. maybe because of fears, maybe because of information. There's 10 swords here, so there's obviously been, and we saw the 10 swords there. Something needs to end. Something needs and is possibly restarting here. Past love. We see that this King of Swords has gone through a heartbreak, going through a healing process pertaining to heart matters. It's either they've gone through a heartbreak or they've broken someone else's heart. Now, it's got a lot to do with communication and truths. We see the swords. It's someone's perception as well. We see the heart that is healing. It's, you know, it's been broken, but he's growing a new heart. So he's going through some sort of a great change here. We've got the fair male. The fair male. Fair or wheatish coloured hair, light brown hair, light coloured eyes. The fair male. This could be someone around them. I don't feel that this would be for many of you, I don't feel that this would be the Ice King. The fair male would be another person here, which could also be that, because we've got a couple of knights here. We've got a Knight of Wands and we've got a Knight of Cups as well. Let's take another card on this fair male. And we've got a triangle, you see. Yeah, it's obvious. It is obvious here that there is a choice maybe. We've got an older masculine here and a younger masculine. Okay, logically, it's interesting because logically the King of Swords, now I don't know if this will resonate for all of you, but logically the King of Swords would be someone that is more that lighter coloured person, and it's the King of Wands that would be more the darker. So the Sagittarian or Leo, for some of you, could be the darker, could be someone that comes from a different area of the world as well. If not just dark hair, dark skin, could be dark hair and not dark skin, but yeah, it's the fairer male that would be more the King of Swords. So I don't know if this resonates for you. And yes, this could also be a father, obviously a light-coloured father, with an older son, a teenage son, but it can also speak of two different people, because we've got the triangle here where we've got a divine feminine thinking of, you know, who to choose. She's in between the two. And we've got another young male, fair male and young male. Now here we've got someone that's a little bit more browner, more darker hair. Could be even a little bit reddish with fair eyes. Someone who loves sporty cars, someone who is whisking in quickly. Young male and the fair male could be the same person. Or, I don't know if this would be the son of the King of Wands. Now, as I said, for some of you, it could be the same person. King of Swords, King of Wands could be the same person for some of you. And we've got family, so something in relation to family, a marriage. We could have someone who's married and we've got a third person coming in quickly. We've also got friendship, so friendship could be somewhat of a foundation. You know, in relationships, friendship is always the best material, great ingredient to have to build on something. All this has got something to do with friendships, connected to family. This young male, we've got wallflower. Wallflower does speak to boredom. Someone not being happy in a situation. So we'll come back to that in a moment. Okay, so let's see what the energies are from the energy oracle. What are the energies playing out here? And I'm going to say for some of you that could be for one or two of you out there that you are dealing, maybe this is a relationship from way back in the past for you where someone was young and now they've matured. They've matured, they've grown older, maybe through family challenges, life's challenges. They've gone through a heartbreak which has aged them quickly or matured them. I mean, the fair male could also be, if this is a twin flame reading, connection, I should say, and you've known this person, even a karmic, you've known this person from a past lifetime. In this lifetime, maybe you've connected with them when they're more mature at a later stage. I mean, the grey beard, the Ice King shows up as someone that's matured, someone that's older, so it's Saturnian. Kronos is old, it's cold, he's cold. And remember that Aquarius and Capricorn are both ruled by Saturn, right? So what are the energies playing out, dear Spirit? And we have community, and that's like the Three of Cups. So coming together in one's community. Let's read number 7. 7 is also the Chariot, so Cancer. You could be dealing with a Cancerian. This card shows 3 women celebrating, sharing ideas and supportive energy. The lights in the picture represent your ever-present spirit community as well. When this card appears upright, it indicates an association of some kind. It may be a casual connection of like-minded people joining a club or community of some sort, or even a business partnership consisting of 3 or more entities. So yes, this could also obviously speak to a work situation where there's partnerships, other people. The time is right to make such new connections and to share intentions, whether they're personal or professional. And that's obviously the sun moving through Aquarius, my dear friends. Networking and community are important parts of the human experience, and the security and sense of connection can be beneficial to all. It's true that when several people join their intentions, it accelerates their power in the energetic realm. Receiving this card puts you on notice that the universe is sending some beneficial alliances your way. I've been speaking of alliances and camaraderie for the past couple of days. Those of you that are on Patreon, I've done the new moon in Aquarius, which I've uploaded, and I've been talking about that. So people coming together, that's what Aquarius is all about. Like the Happy Family card, this could also indicate a party or celebration of some kind. And that's also in the 10 of Pentacles. So I love to see that. Let's take, the community card could also speak to, maybe even for some of you, meeting someone, a pure connection, or maybe even seeing someone from your past within, coming together through your community, socializing. For others of you, this could also be a new meeting someone new. Okay, we do have the community card, which can also speak to getting out there and celebrating. It's interesting that we've actually got stars up here. So it does speak to the Aquarian period as the sun is moving through Aquarius. The stars do speak of, even the planets, the gods aligning to bring a wish fulfillment, possibly in the time of Aquarius. That can also speak to a rekindling of a relationship, an old relationship. Let's take more cards. Let's take another deck. Now with the with the Knight, I was going to say the King of Cups, with the Knight of Cups at the foundation from the past, this person was not certain about coming forward with this offer, whatever kind of an offer it is. Okay, they were not ripe, not ready to offer their cup. They were not certain about coming through, and we see that there is a lot to do with romance, as he's the knight in shining armor. We see the horse's hoof up in the air. He's galloping, actually not galloping, he's actually striding, coming in very slowly. Let's see why. We have the Ace of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Three of Swords. Obviously, there was a third party here. There were obstacles, even if this was not a third party, someone that was married. Okay, because this person had lots of choices, and I feel that they were not able to take this Ace of Cups to the receiving party. Even though there was a lot of passion and the ability to, and the desire to do so, maybe there was information missing. And this could have been for some of you a very sexual, strong connection. Ace of Wands, that's what it shows. And it could have been a third party where there was a dilemma, what to do. Five Swords, so conflict, maybe even someone not believing that they were good enough and that their cup would have been accepted. So a lot of doubts, Let's look at the Hierophant. We have the Sun, which speaks to Leo leadership, love, matters of the heart. Three of Cups. So what you don't know is that the Sun is going to show you that someone could be ready to take a risk. Now, this could be someone that is very much about the clarity, someone seeing that their values, this is, where they've wanted to be or not. This could also speak to information pertaining to someone having choices, someone maybe even leaving a marriage or a large institution, someone breaking tradition. Three of Cups can speak to rekindling, celebration, but it can also speak to other parties involved here, which could be a child as well, because Leo does speak to children. And we've got the Knight of Wands here. So someone that's ready, someone that's been trying to come through, someone following their heart. Maybe it could be also someone that's been drinking a lot, trying to numb the pain. We've got the Knight of Wands here, and he's off his horse, so he's not able to use he doesn't have the ability to travel. He doesn't have the means right now, but he's still moving towards what it is he desires. It's just that there's a slowdown here because of these limitations and blockages. Remember, the Knight of Wands is Sagittarius. Usually it is someone maybe who held different beliefs in the past, someone that was not ready to settle down, someone who had different values than you. Let's look at this Four of Swords. There's the Page of Cups. So the offer that came forth recently was only a very small offer. Someone could be waiting and doing nothing, waiting on an offer or waiting on an apology for a heart broken. Someone not being able to take action because of a child. There's a lot of conflict here. Five of Wands. Family conflicts, conflicts around business. around someone's ability to move forward, to offer something more stable, something more real. I mean, Pisces is unconditional, but it's also, I'm confused, you know. Let's look at the Six of Cups. We have the Hermit. And, oh my goodness, and the Hierophant once more. So, obviously, this is a soulmate connection, maybe blocked by someone who's in a marriage or someone who holds different beliefs. Maybe someone doesn't believe in marriage. And that's where the differences are. Now, the Hermit finds something, sees some sort of light. This is a lot to do with spirituality. This is a very strong spiritual connection as well. We've got a 9 and a 5. Again, that's 14, which is saying temperance, divine timing for this soulmate connection. The Hermit could also speak to someone looking for information pertaining to someone being in another contract, in another marriage, looking for information pertaining to what's going on with the other person. Where are they at? You know, where are they standing in their life? Are they in a commitment? Are they married? Are they divorced? Someone's searching. Someone's doing a lot of soul searching here. It could be a Taurus, could be a Virgo. Now remember, Taurus and Virgo are earth signs, and whatever's going on in Capricorn is very helpful, is in a good connection to the archetypes Virgo and Taurus. Remember, Virgo is all about service. It's all about being able to read between the lines. Let's look at that Ace of Swords, because that speaks to clarity. So some information pertaining to someone's blockages will be known, will be seen. The door opens, the portal is here, it's open, the Two of Wands. Some information that will be coming through will sort of unblock the restrictions and the ability to either travel, to complete a major cycle. Remember, Venus is getting ready to be rebirthed. She started to move forward. She's moving direct. We have the Queen of Swords, King of Swords, Libra, Queen of Swords, clarity, truth, justice, a sense of justice, a judgment, some sort of a decision being made here. Someone's seen something, obviously. Someone is seeing something, and this is a cycle that is ending. And the Queen of Swords will use her sword to cut through anything that was very deceptive, unknown. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Justice card and the Wheel of Fortune, number 10 and number 11, 21. If we add 21, 11 and 10, that does equal 21, but 11 and 1 is 12. Again, Pisces, so it's ending. And for some of us, we will be able to end this hold up, this major cycle, maybe even in the time of Pisces. For some of us, it will be Aquarius. For others of us, we will be going through that major completion successfully. Maybe even in the time of Pisces. Now, we're having a new moon in Pisces on March 2nd. That's roughly a very important time, the beginning of March. Those of you that are on Patreon, you know, as I'm talking about it all the time, March is going to be a very interesting month, the time of the new moon in Pisces. And we've got it here as well. So let's look at that 10 of Pentacles, because here we do speak to the Wheel of Fate turning, bringing a sense of justice, balance, fairness. And again, justice is a portal, remember. We have the Four of Cups. And we have the Nine of Cups, where someone is not accepting something that did not make them happy in the past. This could also be a revisiting of a situation where someone was not able to accept an offer. It is that Ace of Cups. We do have the Virgo card, Nine of Pentacles, which says someone knows their worth now. They could be single. Okay, and fours always speak to home. So someone could be breaking away from a marriage, from a family. They know their worth. They feel stable enough to do so, to be able to stand on their own. And another 9, right? 9. 9 days from now. The 9th month, September. 9 is a Virgo. Virgo mainly. And some part of Libra. So I don't know how that speaks to you. What number 9 is for you. We've got the Hermit twice. So there's strong Virgo energies here. Let's see who this King of Swords is. The 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Wow. This could also speak to someone worrying about money, or worrying about going through a divorce, or worrying about, you know, if they've got the ability to start something new that can be stable long term. This does speak to money. Speaks to support. Hello, Agape. Hello, sweet pea. What a surprise. Hello, baby. Hello, sweet pea. Oh, thanks for the mess. Oh, you always are so cute, aren't you? You could sit on my shoulder there for a moment. You could sit up there so I can do my reading. Let's see what this 9 of Swords is about. In actual fact, we've got 2 10s here. So we've got the 10 of Swords because the King of Swords is holding that 10 sword. And the 10 of Pentacles. Agape. We have the King of Wands. Interesting. And what is that Hermit? What is the light? What is the wisdom that's come to this King of Wands, King of Swords? We've got the Lovers. Agape, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on, sweet pea. Off you go. Go and play. Go and play. So King of Wands, King of Swords, I did say could be the same person, or someone now is showing up because they were unable to offer much. They were unable to offer much before. Maybe they were in a marriage. Okay, now they're showing up as someone. King of Wands is someone who does take charge. Someone who is all about leadership. Right? Now, they could also have strong Gemini. I mean, Gemini and Virgo are both ruled by Mercury, so that could speak to communication, passion. This is a very powerful union, the Lovers. Maybe someone that had a couple of choices. Maybe they had trouble making, choosing. Maybe they had trouble coming out of a unhealthy, deceptive, maybe even relationship. We do have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. This card was here. It's interesting that we don't have any queens apart from the Queen of Swords. I'd like to take on the outcome. And the King of Swords once more. So this is a double message here, which is saying that the King of Swords is going through some sort of a breakup here. Okay, and this is probably why they were not able to accept this cup or to offer this cup, because of family issues, money, physical distance, Physical distance. I mean, Temperance is Sagittarian energy. It's someone that could be at a distance, or because of other people, or they had a second choice, right? And we've got the young male coming in in a very quick way. And the thing is that the Knight of Wands has come off his horse. Maybe this is for them, it's the horse is too slow. So someone is feeling a very big urgency about moving forward, about coming through. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, which can be something that this King of Swords is studying. And this could also be a father, someone who has a young child. Remember, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. The Page holds the 10th, and it's on top of the 10 of Pentacles. So that could be, again, a splitting. So 10 of Wands, another 10 of Wands, end of a cycle, a restart. Remember, this turns into the Ace, which starts from back here, from the past. I want to take a card up here on that Ace of Swords, which is intelligence, wisdom. That's it's got a lot to do with worry as well. Will this portal open ever? Will these blockages leave me, leave us? We've got the Knight of Swords, so that is 10 swords now here. Knight of Swords is a lot of quick communication, anything to do with legalities again. Agape is looking for something to play with, and she's going to knock everything from my table. Let's take one more on that Knight of Swords. I want to see what the information is that's coming in. So we've got the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands. Three of Wands does speak to someone waiting on their ships to come through, but it does also speak to someone turning their back on a situation. Again, Sagittarian energy, where there's been conflict in the past. There's 5 Wands here and 5 up here. So someone has been conflicted and not acting, not coming through with an offer because there was a lot of conflict that they were dealing with, or they didn't know what to do. That's why they were not taking action. Now I feel that the action is quick. There's a lot of information. This can speak to legalities as well. Let's take one card on the Queen of Swords and the Hanging Man. And the World card twice. So it does have to do with Venus. With Venus and her rebirth. There we go. Are you happy now? She's being naughty now. So the World card. This is a second message pertaining to physical distance, but also a chapter ending successfully. The ability to let something go. Is it timing? Is it all about timing? Okay, is it all about physical distance? Is it all about a birth, the potential of a birth? A birthing process that someone's been going through? Let's take some Sibilas and see what's going on. Before we do that, so we had the Scythe, the Fish, the Moon, a Clover, an open window of opportunity, but only a small window of opportunity pertaining to luck. This was only a short time love connection where someone felt a lot of abundance, but there was a breakup. Okay, maybe because there were differences in beliefs, heavy burdens pertaining to this union, to this connection. Maybe there were secrets. There was a lot of conflict. A lot of conflict. So I'm sorry about that knocking. I don't know who's knocking, but hopefully that won't last. Let's see what this World card speaks to in the action and advice. We have the Artista, so someone's making a discovery. That's the King of Swords. Discovering something that was up in the clouds. They were up in the clouds about. This could also be a legal representative coming up with, you know, just like the magician, something very scientific and very intelligent. As we could see here, the Hanging Man, his head is all lit up, right? He's got that idea. He's seen things from a different perspective. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, which speaks to a secretive connection, something that was going on behind closed doors, with someone who sits behind a desk, someone who has got a position of power, something secretive that is being shown here, that news that's coming through pertaining to a new beginning, anything to do with the birth of a child as well. Because the Artista can also be the crazy scientist, could be a doctor. This can relate to pregnancy as well, or, you know, on a metaphorical level. So the ability to create something new now that you're hoping to create. And this also speaks to a secretive sexual relationship, some news comes through in relation to that. Or you're just hearing something that you did not know. You're discovering, someone is discovering something that was secretive. And it could relate to a new home, possibly the Ace of Pentacles, whatever that means for you. And we've got the Vecchia Signora, which is the visitor. So again, it's the Two of Swords, quite the dilemma. But also this is a situation that has matured, where someone now, maybe the door is open, the ability to travel, to visit. Or someone's grown old in waiting for someone to make a choice. And to take that voyage, go on that adventure. What is the outcome, please, Spirit? Before the outcome, I want to look here in the divine position. We have the Sacerdote. We have Dottore, the healing. And we've got Alegria. Someone is becoming single here, it could be. Someone that was in a marriage. It is a 13, which is Scorpio. It's Scorpio Taurus it speaks to here. We've got 213, so a lot of Scorpio energy. Pluto. So shedding something, maybe an unhealthy marriage. Maybe a marriage where there was a lot of deception. Maybe being in a large group or an institution where there was a lot of deception. This could also speak to someone finding out about something secretive. Pertaining to an unhealthy marriage, commitment, career. We've got the Doctor here and we've got the Four of Swords right here. I don't know why, but someone being deceiving and playing that they've been ill or pretending to be ill and not really ill, using it as an excuse. Wow, time flies when you're having fun. Let me restart. I see here whatever is being let go of, whatever's being found out, known. Will bring a sense of, again, we've got a group. It's like the community card, which does speak to celebration. It can speak to celebrating a spiritual connection, the coming together of it, or at the choice that's been made. Because someone's obviously seen the light here. Okay, and there's celebration. Even though maybe there was hardship and one has gone through a lot, there's the ability to come together through support, through supportive energies as well. As, you know, the Nine of Wands is someone that's been through a lot, but they've got the ability to now celebrate because they're going through a healing process. Coming out of something that was secretive, something that was not valuable to them, something that did not work for them anymore. Ten of Pentacles does turn into the Ace, remember. And the King of Wands is here. And I don't know if this King of Wands is the person that's been going through depression as well. That is a potential. Let's look at the outcome position. We've got Speranza, Eight of Cups. There's the Melancholia, which does speak to depression. And we've got the Disgrazia, the Tower. And so we've got someone's walking away because there's no hope in a situation, right? They're walking away maybe from an unjust relationship. Remember, we had the Wheel of Fortune and the Justice card, which is also saying that this could be a Tower moment, a sudden successful outcome, because the Donna di Servizio is Virgo energy, which is a Three of Pentacles. So this is collaboration. This is help. This is a friend. This is helpful energies, which is saying that the Tower moment, because we've got melancholy and someone walking away, where someone felt that there was no ability for a healthy outcome here, a happy outcome. And the Disgrazia, the Tower, the shift, the awakening, the sudden change comes through, which may be challenging as well, but it does bring helpful energies. This is energetically, the Donna di Servizio is a very helpful card. This is the Servant. So being of service to others, Virgo. Now, those of you that are Virgo and you've put in a lot of effort, right? Maybe this is just as saying that, and we've all got Virgo somewhere in our chart. So which area of life is Virgo for you? Where have you provided service to others? Three of Pentacles, the ability to expand. This could also speak to business, of course. I just want to have a look here at the hidden position, which holds the Hierophant, the Sun, the Three of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. We've got L'Amante. This is the Knight of Cups, which is also here at the foundation and comes from the past. There is an offer on the table here. This is your knight in shining armor. And it's on the Knight of Wands. So again, it could be the same energy. We've got Delirante. Someone is delirious pertaining to an offer that's coming through, the potential for reconciliation. If, this is possible, because I do see that, two keys on the Hierophant, two keys, the North Node facing Taurus, where Uranus is. This is the shocking revelations, the Tower moments where someone's doing something completely out of the blue, different, and someone's been out drinking a lot, trying to make a decision, soul searching. They've got support from friends and people around them, support for them now in their single life. It's the Nine of Pentacles. And we've got the Three of Cups again, which is the Belvedere. She's waiting on someone's arrival. Someone who's traveling over water, someone who's coming through. So interesting, right? She's not trusting really that they're going to come through. Well, we'll just have to wait and see what happens, right? Okay, let's take a couple of love messages because I know you love these. I'm taking the twin flame messages today from Mystic Moon. What are the messages, please, Spirit? What do we need to know? What are the thoughts, the words someone would like to hear, someone needs to hear? Your words linger in my mind. It's easier to just stay away right now. I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. How could you still love me after all I've done? You know, it's incredible how the same messages come through. I've got another channel and I use these cards on my Greek channel, and same messages are coming through. I did this reading for them a couple of days ago. It's incredible how the energies really do, they come through. Our connection still affects me, and I just have to do something else right now. Please try and understand. And we've got, I'm in a much better headspace now. And that would be the King of Swords, of course. Someone that's clearing the confusion, clearing anything that was unknown, things that were holding one back. Looks like from the King of Swords here and the King of Wands that, you know, before there was a lot that was going on in the head of this King of Swords. Okay, a lot of worries. Here we've got the King of Wands, who is more about fire, action, desire, the ability to create an ending and a new beginning, obviously here. It looks like they've gone through healing. They're coming out of secrecy about what's been going on in their own life. They've made a choice to move forward. They've got the promise, the help here from Archangel Michael. And it's all about alegria, merriment and happiness. Single life, or the ability to celebrate. Again, I'm going to say a possible reconciliation, as we've got the Three of Cups here as well. What I want to do now is take a spirit of the animals oracle, but just before I do that, I'm going to take a card on this triangle. A card on this triangle, dear Spirit. And we've got the courting man. So this is like the King of Swords. Again, I suppose it could be the King of Wands as well. Courting man, someone that's ready to court now. And we see the darker male here. So I don't know how that speaks to you. Courting man, someone that wears a suit. King of Swords could be the King of Wands. For others of you, this could be someone, obviously, that wears that business suit. There's some sort of a discovery that this divine masculine is making. And courting man is ready to start rolling where, you know, love is concerned. Looks like this divine feminine may have made a decision on who she's choosing. Yeah, I want to take one more. And we have open relationship. So I really, really don't know what that means for you. It will be personally different for all of you. Open relationship, this could also say that this courting man, it could be that this dark male is a bit of a player. Remember the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands. Maybe this courting man wanted an open relationship. That could have been the dilemma that this divine feminine was going through. But remember, we had the Knight of Wands twice and we had the King of Wands twice, where there's been maturity here. So maybe that was the dilemma. I don't know. Again, as I said, it will speak differently to all of you. So let's take a Spirit of the Animals oracle. So dear Spirit, what's going on? What are the energies? What is it that we need to know? What do the spirit of the animals want to advise? Logically, a divine spread goes for about a week, everyone. So we're in the week 30th till roughly the 6th of February, where Mercury will be direct. Let's see. And we have links, keeper of secrets. Take time out from the world and the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see others' secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength and obviously I'm going to say not only your strength, but you'll find your wisdom. And that does speak to the hermit very much so. So, keeper of secrets, obviously it's asking for some time. Remember that Mercury is turning direct on the 4th, roughly, of the month. He will start to pick up pace. And by the 11th, he will connect once more to Pluto. So it'll be interesting around then what it is that will be revealed, because we do have the Tower here. All right, everyone. Sending you lots of love, lots of light. Thank you so much for spending your beautiful Sunday with me, or your Monday, or whenever you watch this. Love and light. Wishing you well. Ta-da.